Hello, everyone. This is Iggy for Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. Thanks for coming back again for another episode of toys to talk about. And today we're changing it up a little bit. We're going to be talking about some Star Wars toys. Um, the Star Wars line was reintroduced by Kenner in 1995. And I remember being really excited about the fact that we're going to have all sorts of reissues and new figures to get excited about. And I went to Walmart and I put a whole bunch of things on layaway. And I put down, I think I had paid the thing off, and they went to get it, and they come back and said, "Oh, it's gone." And I said, "What do you mean it's gone?" And I said, "Somebody probably stole it." I said, "Well, how could they steal it if it's in the back?" And she said, "Oh," she's very nonchalant about it. She's like, "Well, an employee probably stole it." So I had a TIE fighter, a X-wing. I had figures. I had all sorts of stuff put on layaway, and of course, I got none of it. I did later get everything and more, but that was pretty upsetting to have my layaway stolen like that. Anyway, I was told that was kind of common at the time, but she didn't seem too concerned about it or apologetic, but that's kind of thing that you would expect at that store. Anyway, Kenner released the Star Wars line. Now, Kenner first introduced the line in 1977, and it was a huge hit for them. I mean, my God, they sold millions of units and made millions of dollars off of this. So, who is Kenner? Well, Kenner was founded in 1946 by three brothers, and I believe their names were Albert, Philip, and there's one more, Joseph. And they opened their business on a street in Cincinnati, Ohio, called Kenner Street. Now, over the years, the location of their company would change several times before they finally went defunct. But they started to make a name for themselves in the toy business. Like, do you guys remember the Easy Bake Oven? That was first introduced, I think, in 1963. And I remember the girls next door invited me over to have some cake that they made with their Easy Bake Oven. And basically, all it was a hot light bulb in something that looked like a stove. I heard that I don't know if they still make them, but I heard they re-released the Easy Bake Oven and they made it look like a microwave. But toys back in the day were kind of dangerous for kids. I remember this one toy I had. I think it was Creepy Crawlers by Mattel, and it came with a mold, and you poured this plastic goop into it. Well, that thing was really hot, and you could burn yourself really significantly with that toy. But in those days, anything went. They even sold chemistry sets that you could probably seriously injure yourself with. I'm starting to wander off into the weeds again. So where was I? Well, they had the Easy Bake Oven, and there's a lot of complicated history with these toy companies because, like in 1967, General Mills bought Kenner, and then in when was it? 1987, Tonka Toys bought Kenner from General Mills. And then Hasbro got involved with Kenner in 1991. And then I think was it 2000, Hasbro just decided to absorb all their toy lines and uh, closed down the Kenner operation. But G.I. Joe collectors will remember that in 1995, the earliest G.I. Joes that they were coming out with again, like the French Foreign Legion guy and the high altitude jumper guy and the Australian and so forth, they were made by Kenner Toys. So it was really bizarre to get a G.I. Joe and notice that it's made by Kenner. But you can tell how old a Kenner toy is by, who makes it. Like, let's take a look at this Imperial speeder bike. This was made in 1995. I bought it at KB Toys. And you'll notice here, I don't know if you can see that, I'll put it real close. It says 1995 Tonka Corporation. And Tonka at that time was a subsidiary of Hasbro. So it looks like Hasbro has had its fingerprints on this for quite a while. But this is the speeder bike. And if you look, he's got a really buff upper body. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but his legs are really small and skinny. It looks like two different people put together. They had to do that in order to get him to fit on the bike like this. But this was pretty cool because you could press a button and then he would go flying off and this would come off. I think it shows like a little illustration. Yeah, here we go. On the back, it shows it says chassis ejects and throws Biker Scout. I hope the guy has insurance. It looks pretty dangerous. This was hard to get when it first came out. I don't think I got... I bought two of these the same night I went to see Titanic. So when was that? 1997? I remember there was a guy had a little like stand and he was selling Star Wars things and he had a couple of these and I bought them. I paid more than what I should have for them, though. That's one of the hazards of doing that. Anyway, so there's the Biker Scout. And this figure, when I pulled it out of the box, I go, when in the hell did I buy? I had no memory of buying this. Zip. And this figure, when did this come out? 2004? I don't remember it. And then I remembered this was given to me by my friend Mike. And I was at the flea market with him, and he was trying to cheer me up, and he gave me this. And, of course, giving me this worked instantly to cheer me up. That's pretty cool. I'm grateful to Mike that he gave me this. And what else do we have here? So let's look at some more of the smaller things since I'm at it. These are a couple, I think, of, let's see what I got here. Oh, it's one of these weird bags without the zipper. Let's see if I can open it. Well, I just wrecked the bag, so I guess I'll just open it like this. These are Biker Scouts that I bought off of eBay. And I don't remember this, but did the plastic change colors? But the belt is tan color, which I don't remember that being like that. This one's like that too. Is there a date on these? Sometimes they'll put them like on the foot, but I don't see anything there. So these are two Biker Scouts that I purchased online, I remember. And these here go way back. These are vintage from 1984, I think. And they would... Like this one has the Emperor. This one is a coin of the Emperor. I remember buying this at KB Toys. I was buying some figures on clearance, and she rang this one up. She said, "Oh, I'm sorry, this one's not on clearance because it's new." So I remember that I got the Emperor with this one. Or was it this one? Oh my God, it's the same thing. Well, I know I didn't buy two Emperors, so I'm not sure what this is from. It's Return of the Jedi. Do you guys remember these coins? They had them just for a limited time. They packaged them with the figure as kind of a bonus to get you to buy the figure, because by 1984, sales of Star Wars was really starting to plummet. And it was going clearance at that time. In fact, my brother bought me an Imperial Shuttle at Sears, and he got it for $8. He gave that to me for Christmas in 1984. He said he was really shocked when he went up to the counter and asked how much it was. And he said, "Oh, that's $8." I still have that. Most of my vintage Star Wars was sold online or at the flea market, but I still have the Imperial Shuttle. Here's two more things. I think these might be vintage, but I'm not positive. I just broke it. Oh, great. I should have set this up. Anyway, I broke that all up. It's a, yeah, the legs came up. I just broke it off. Hopefully that goes back on. It's a laser cannon that the snowtroopers used in The Empire Strikes Back. And the Millennium Falcon was ready to take off, and these snowtroopers came running up and set up this laser cannon. And of course, they missed their target because, as we all know, Imperial stormtroopers couldn't hit the side of a barn, even if they were standing in front of it. Anyway, the legs are missing, so that's proof that it's original. So what else do we have here today? We have a TIE fighter, and this is what remember when in 1995, when the Star Wars line first came out, it was with the red cards and the red boxes, which you see here. And I purchased this at, let me raise the camera up, at Toys R Us for $20. And it shows that this was made in China. Now, interestingly enough, there are some Kenner things that were made in Mexico. And some people think, well, that was NAFTA, the North American Trade Agreement or something to that effect. So they thought, well, that's because of that treaty. But in reality, Kenner had opened a factory in Tijuana back in 1983. So that's, I think NAFTA was 1994. So they were making Kenner toys in Mexico before they started making them in China. Anyway, this is from the red series, and then they went to the green. And the green figures, of course, were way better than the red card figures. You see here the red card figure. I don't know how they get muscles on armor, but they made him real beefy. And Luke Skywalker looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was really bizarre, the sculpting on it. The green series remedied that problem. So let's take a look at this big thing that I have here in the front. This I remember buying on Target on clearance, and it features the Royal Guard. Oh crap! The Royal Guard and Emperor Palpatine, and if you press a button on the side of the Emperor, let me put this down for a moment. I don't know if you can hear that. The battery is probably almost dead by now. Your feeble skills are no match for the power of the dark side. In time, you will call me master. That's a bad imitation of the Emperor. Anyway, this is pretty cool, and I got it really cheap at Target, I remember, at the time. When was this? Is still Kenner, so this was before 2000, and it's made in China, 1998. I also have two Stormtroopers, and I also have in this size, and then I also have Darth Vader. The Darth Vader is the most recent one I bought. I got it with a gift card that I received for Christmas last year. All right, now we're up to the final item, and this is from the Green series. And I think I got this at Toys R Us for $10, if you can believe that. I had at one point 3 of these. I had an original vintage one, which I sold, and on eBay, and then I also sold this one, or another one just like this, at the flea market, and I think I got like $15 for it. I only paid 10, so it was really hard to sell Star Wars and G.I. Joe at the flea market. I guess everyone has been played out with that. But I really love this, and I'm glad that I have this now. All my Rebel vehicles I sold on eBay. I made lots of money on those on eBay, the Rebel vehicles, but I couldn't make any money on the figures. And my friend Mike suggested that's probably because the kids got a lot of figures, but not so many vehicles for Christmas, because they were expensive back in the day. For parents to buy that, so that it was probably harder for them to get that. Anyway, that's all I've got for you for this box. I think it's interesting that Kenner was founded by the Steiner brothers. Hasbro was founded by the Hassenfeld brothers. And Louis Marx founded Marx Toys, all 3 of them Germans. So I guess the Germans not only invented Christmas, but I guess they invented the toys to put under the tree. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for coming along for this Star Wars journey. And next week, I think I'll be doing maybe Mark's Alamo or Wagons or something along those lines. Because the second box I took out of storage had a bunch of like army men and stuff in it. So we'll take a look at that next time. Thank you for coming along. Thank you to my new subscribers. I really appreciate that. It doesn't always notify me when I get a new subscriber. When I do, though, I try and look at them to see who they are. And I find it interesting, the things that you guys are into. Some of you are very interesting with all your different likes and and interests and things you're involved in. So that's it for Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. Thank you for getting Iggy with it. You guys take care of yourselves and stay healthy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.